Stick around, you guys. I bought a great big old chuck roll and I'm going to attempt to make steaks at it. But then you're going to have to follow my channel so you can see how it works if I actually can use them as steaks or not. It's an adventure. So this is what I'm working with. I've never bought a whole chuck roll. I've bought chuck roast and then sliced it horizontal, but I've never done this, so we're going to experiment. So this is from Sam's. Beef chuck roll, USDA Choice Angus. It's $7.44 a pound, $143.52, and it's 19.2. Listen, we're just going to call this 20 pounds. Perishable. Keep refrigerated. It's been in my freezer for about 11, 10, 9, about an hour and a half. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this open, and then I'm going to go. Then I'll get it over here where we're going to cut it up. But I just wanted you to see what we're working with and how much this was. Okay, y'all see how big this honking thing is? Whoo, doggies, it's big. Like I said, I've had it in the freezer. So in my head, what I'm thinking is I want 7 or 14 servings out of this. What does that mean? I have no idea. Hey, Ziggy, 20 divided by 14.
28 divided by 14.
Oh, Ziggy, 20 divided by 14.
20 divided by 14 is about 1.43.
Okay, so I'm going to look for slices about 1.43. I don't know what this is. Ziggy, stop. She's talking to me. She likes to talk to me, guys. So, I don't know. I don't have any idea what that's going to be like. So, let's just see. Oh, that's 14 ounces. No. 14 pounds. What did she say it was? Ziggy, 20 divided by 14.
20 divided by 14 is about 1.43. That's a little over 1.5.
I think this thing's... Okay, so, well... You know what? I'm just going to wait. I'm going to set that back there, and let's try again. So, I think I'm trying to figure this, my jobber out. So, I think pounds and ounces. So, let me just, yeah. So, that was 14 ounces. So, I mean, I know it was bigger. So, I might, in the end, have to have multiple pieces. Because my thought process is I'm going to cook up one every night. And, yeah, that's 14.5. So I might just have to throw in a couple extra pieces in it. That's 14 ounces, and it should be 16 something. But we're going to see. We're going to see. I know it wasn't 14 pounds. I know that much. But we're not doing... I watched a couple videos. Some people cut it off. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's 1.6. So I could have that one time. All right, that was definitely closer. All righty, so let's try that again. Anyway, my goal, and it's getting wider, so I need to make them a little thinner. My goal is to have enough for 14 days out of this. This one I'm probably going to have to take some off. Yeah, that's 1.13. So we're going to just cut off. I forgot what she said. 1.43. Is that what she said? That's 1.6. Let me just cut off a little more because I can have some stew meat. Okay, 1.5. So now let's do that with this one and get this one closer to 1.4. All right, 1.5. So they're going to be a little off. Some are going to be a little more. Some are going to be a little bit less. This one, I need to make a little thinner. But does it have to be that big? Yes. Yes, it does, Terry. It's going to take up your whole skillet, by George. So, because I want 14 days. This was $143. So this will be approximately $10 a day. Let's see what we got. 1.3. Yeah, that'll be a nice fancy steak. Look at that. So that's number 3. Okay. Now, like I said, if I'm smart, I might cut this way. But no, I'm not smart, so, okay. $1.3, nice. To make this process go a little bit faster, I've gone ahead and sped it up. You can see I'm still going through and cutting up these steaks. It turned out really well, and I have those gallon-sized Ziploc bags that I will put them in. And then, like I said, if you want to see me eating these, you can click the like and subscribe, and you'll see how I do them each day. I do plan on frying them up in my skillet, and I'm separating just the last little bit and trying to get it to be the right weight. I was weighing it and like, oh, nope, too much. Oh, nope, that's too much. But there you go. Okay. So now what I've done, I'll show you. Ooh, that's a big old chunk of fat. That's not going to be fun to eat. So what I've done is everything that is closer to the 1.4 pounds is over here on my left. I'm going to show you how those look when we're all done. What I'm also doing right now, these are just like big old just chunks of fat. And they taste fine. I'm not afraid of fat, but you know, I just don't necessarily want a big old mouthful of a big old hunk of fat right here. So what I can do with this is either give it to the dogs, or I can render that down and have me some tallow from it. So right now I'm just kind of cleaning these up a little bit, these non-steaks. So what I'll do is I'll have these in their own Ziploc baggies, and I can pull this out just as well as the other. So give me a couple minutes while I finish cutting all this fat out of here. And then I'm going to come back, and then, actually I only have a couple more, but I'll come back in just a minute. Okay, so this is how it's going to go down for these portions. I got little plates. It's probably going to take more than that. I got plates over here too. What I wanted to get to is 1.4 pounds. So I will be able to just toss this into the skillet. And whatever it is, I'll divide it by 2. 0.1. Okay, so this right here is 1 portion. I'll plop that on the plate. Let's see what this little fella is. 14. 1.3. Close enough. So Terri will cook that up. So some of the chuck roast is beautiful, like I think they say some of it's like from the ribeye, and some of it's like from something else. Don't ask me about that fancy stuff. But when I'm all done, what my plan is, I'm going to show you I'm going to show you up close how my steaks will look. But like I said, I want to get this broken down first into what I'm going to use it as, and then, like I think that's right there is the what do they call their eye round, whatever it is. So that's 10 ounces. Okay, what we got here? Let's see. 11 ounces. 1.3. What are you? 13. Good enough. All right. So now I'm going to put this away, and I'm going to give you up close view of how each of these are going to look. Okay, so this is a close-up of how the steaks, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, when I go to cook them, I'm going to put them in a gallon freezer Ziploc bag like this. And what I often do is if there's some like thick fat like that goes all the way through, I take my mallet and beat it down a little bit. So some of the larger fat chunks that I didn't take out, that's what I'll do, kind of beat them to break it down a little bit. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I ended up 15 steaks for 100 and, what it was, 100, let's just say 145. I think it was 143, but $145 got me 15 steaks. So they're all a little over a pound, like 1.3. And yeah, so that's, I'll just pop that and just cook it like in my skillet and just have it just steak bites. So this, 100, now you make your own decision, but $145, and I got 15 days worth of meals. Because like I said, I'll cook one tonight for supper and cut it in half, put half of the rendered fat with one, half of the rendered fat with the other, and so that will be tonight's supper, tomorrow's lunch. Tonight's supper, tomorrow's lunch. Tonight's supper, tomorrow lunch. However it gets put away. I just want you to know that. So each of these is going to be 2 meals. So I'm eating a little over a pound every day. And the cool thing is I'll be able to, each day, I'll just plop this on the scale and I'll know exactly how much it weighs. But yeah, so that big old honkin' chuck roll, and we got 15, I'm just going to say steaks. I know it ain't steaks, but 15 steaks. Doesn't that look nice? Sorry, I totally forgot to show you. My plan for this is I'm going to put all this meat and fat in a crock pot, and I'm going to render it down. And whenever it's all rendered down, I'll scoop out any chunks of it. But then I can pour it out. I'll do it just like I do my weekend, like whenever I do my ground beef. So I'm going to turn this into, I know it's not true tallow, but I'm going to turn it into beef drippings. And again, I can use it to cook with, to put just I freeze it and then pull out a little piece and drop it in my skillet, and then I'll be able to use it to cook with. But, or if you eat veggies, you can throw some in with your veggies. But so all that fat's going to get rendered down, but I ain't going to record that. You can go back to one of my ground beef videos and you'll see how I did that.